Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig and I have got the most fun tools to show you today from our friends at Simply Made Crafts. This is the Magic Eye die set and this is the Waterfall mechanism die set. My friend Debbie just did some really clever projects with these, so I can't wait to show you. So come back and play with us. So if this album looks familiar, it's from yesterday's webisode and it uses the large album die set, also by Simply Made Crafts. And Debbie made this album with all the cute little pictures, and then she made extra pages today featuring the Magic Eye die set and the Waterfall mechanism. Okay, so let me show you how the Magic Eye works. Okay, you got your photo there, and when you turn, it magically switches to another photo. Isn't that amazing? I love that. It's so interactive. And then we've got our waterfall where you just pull the tab, and I love on the die it has this little embossed pull, and you just pull that out and look at that. Isn't that fun? So I'm going to show you how to do this today. It's actually really easy to do, and you could put these in 6x6 cards and they would work beautifully to send to grandkids and things like that, or grandparents. So the dies look like this. We're going to start with the Magic Eye. The dies work like this, and the dies have two difference here. This one has the little curved notches right here, and then these have sort of more substantial sort of tab notches. This is the one that's going to go on the top, the photo that's going to go on the top. This is the one that's going to go on the bottom. And then one thing I should mention is it seems to be much easier if you're working with a 5x7 photo. It doesn't even matter if it prints all the way to the top and bottom edge. So for this one, you'll notice when I put this right here on top, it doesn't meet the sides all the way. That's okay. We're going to show you how to adjust for that. It's really simple, and that way you don't have to size up to an 8x10 and waste all that photo paper. Plus it's more expensive to print. Now if you're using color copies from a printer, then there's no problem with sizing, okay? So, but for today we're working with color photos. So we're going to take this one, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with just colored paper to show you how to assemble it. Okay, so we're going to go like this. So you've got this piece right here. It's got those cool little notches in it, and then you've got this piece. And this one you have to evacuate a couple little things here. The center, and then these little notches right here, these just fall right out. Whoops, that one just tore right out. And then go. Once those are out, this becomes a really, really easy process. When I first saw it, I was like, ooh, that looks complicated. It is not at all. So you're going to just take this. This is the bottom one with those little curved notches. Make sure that they're all cleanly die cut. Now you're going to take this one, and you see we're going to push this kind of through to the back, and we're going to just slide it into one of those notches. We're going to slide it, just one. Now that's the hardest part, because it's starting. Now you're going to move to the next one. You're going to push this back, and you're going to slide it into the next hole. And you're going to slide it into the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Okay, you're all the way around. All right, now when it moves, we're starting to get there. Okay, all right, we're getting there. And then we have this piece right here, which actually goes right over, let's see, it can go over the edge of a photo, so we're going to save this for the photo. And then we're going to take this piece, this little circle piece, we're going to put this at the back, and we're going to take our little brad, these little mini brads. We have these at Paper Wishes. You can get a whole pack of them. And then we're going to splay those little brads like that. Now, when you're gluing this to something like your album or into a card or something, or on a scrapbook page, you want to put glue here and all the way around that edge, okay? Not in here, because that's the mechanism that's turning. So you want to put glue around this edge, up here, and on this circle. And I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? So then you're going to turn it, and it's going to go like this. Pretty cool. So let's do it with a photo. So I've got my photo here, and it's already cut. I've got everything evacuated. on this one, I went ahead and I'm gluing this little edge around it. Do you see how it kind of makes up for those little pieces that don't exist? So we're going to do the same thing on this one. I'm going to put some glue on it, and you don't have to do this on both of the pieces. I like to do it so that it has a nice finished edge, so that you don't see this photo tab sticking up when you're turning it. You have to have a nice turned edge. Okay, so that looks all nice now, right? All right, so we're going to take this one, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to insert that, like we did before, into that little slot. And you're just going around in the little slot. Just going clockwise all the way around. Oops, this one's caught. There we go. And I promise you, the first time you do it, it's a little awkward, and then you do it the second time and it just all comes together. All right, so here we go. Gonna get it all going in the same direction. There we go. There. Okay. See how that works when you line it all up? So this one right here is on the bottom. Okay. And then this one is on the top. And now we need our little thing to secure on the back. Where did it go? Here we are. Okay, this is the thing we're going to put on the back. I need to get one of my brads. All right. So now we're going to take this and put it right through the front. And we're going to put it through the back. We're going to splay those little oh no, my brad fell out. I'm going to put it through the center. I'm going to hold it so it doesn't fall out again. And we're going to splay those little brads like that to keep everything in place. All right, now, as we turn this, let's glue it down first. Now we're going to take it and we're going to put the glue around this rim. We're going to put it here on that tab. We're going to put it on the circle. I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to glue everything down. Okay, now I should wait a couple of minutes, but we're going to go ahead and move this. Okay, and you're going to turn this like this, and it's going to switch the photo. Now, I chose the wrong photo because this poor little girl has her face just like cut off by this. So let's refer to Debbie's here. So she made another one using her grandson. So we start like this, and then you move it, and then the head's up here. Okay. Now you'll notice this spot right here is from the other photo. So if you don't want to have that spot in there, use two photos that have maybe that's kind of a similar color right there. So Debbie did that with two different photos using the same kind of shirt. Okay, so that works out really well. Oops, I'm caught there. So those are my tips there for lining up that little center spot right there and making that work there, okay? So that's how that works, and it glues down really easily. Okay, so let's move on to the waterfall. So for the waterfall, these are the dies that you need. This is the base piece right here. And then you have two sizes of flaps. You have large flaps, small flaps, and this is the little mechanism that's going to take to put it all together, all right? Now Debbie used on hers, she used the small flap right here, okay? If she chose the larger flap, I made a little sample here, okay? This little two-piece here, this is the larger flap, and then this is the little inner piece to line that, okay? That would go right there, okay? See, it's just a little bit larger. Oops, a little bit larger, okay? Which works great if you're placing this in a book and you're placing it horizontally like this, and if your photos were like this, this would give you more space, okay? So you can use this going vertically or you can use it horizontally. All right, so let's put this one together. here we've got our first base piece right here. I love that it's got this little embossed pull right there, which is great for people who are receiving this in a card or something and they're like, what am I supposed to do with it? Oh, you see a little pull there. Then we're going to take our bone folder and we're going to fold down. These are all little scored lines. We're going to take the first one, fold it towards you, and you're going to score that first line. Then you're going to go down to the next one, fold that one, score that line. Then we're going to go down to the next one and score that line. I'm going to get my different scoring. We have these at Paper Wishes. They're 2 different sizes. This one's a little large for my hand, so I like using this one. And we're going to do that all the way down. And the last one, like this. All right, then when that's done, you just want to kind of do this a little bit because this is the way it's going to go in the waterfall. Okay, that works great. Now you want to die cut. I'm using these 2 smaller pieces right here. And you want to die cut 5 of the base pieces. That's the larger piece right here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take some glue and you're going to start on the bottom piece right here. You're going to start from the bottom and work your way to the top. Put a little glue right on that little space and we're going to glue that right there. Okay, now you're going to do another one. You're going to do that with all 5 pieces. Okay, we've already got our waterfall going here. All right, so jump ahead. And I've done all these pieces. Okay, they're all lined up. Okay. All right, now what we're going to do, so it's always nice once you get them all lined up to take this and just kind of spin it like this and make sure all of your pages, now this one is not doing what it should. It's troubleshooting, making sure your pages are all, yep, now everything is working just great. All right, so now we're going to take this little tool right here, this little die, and we're die cutting 2 of these pieces. And this is the actual mechanism that makes it all come together. We're going to fold those. Here we go. All right, so now we're going to take this part, here we go, this end part right here. This is the part we're going to be gluing the tabs to, right? So we're going to take a little bit of glue, not too much. You don't want it leaking out and going all over your pages, okay? And these pieces right here, actually I put glue on the wrong side. Let's fold it this way. These pieces right here are going to be glued right there. Okay, now you also want to have that fold just extend to the right just a little bit because you want it to have lots of room to move and bend. If you tuck that in too far, it won't move and bend correctly, and it won't be able to wrap around like we want it to. So we're doing the same thing on the other side. Okay, this way the fold is a little bit to the left of this piece right here. All right, so now we've got our tabs sticking out, just like that. Now what we're going to do is wrap these tabs around to the back. Right? Whoa, I really glued that one on crooked. That's okay, though. So you're essentially taking them and wrapping around this center piece right here so that this center piece can slide up and down. Now we're going to take, this will act as our page in our book or in the inside of a card. We're going to put some glue right here, not too much, because if it squeezes out and gets glue on this piece, it's not going to work. So just on those tabs, we're going to push that down. We're going to make sure everything is working. Yep, everything's glued and not glued together. While we're waiting for that to dry, we're going to talk about the pages. So on the top of each page, you have your little insert piece right there. That's that die. It has a nice little stitch around it. So Debbie took hers and put, this makes a nice little top piece for the cover. This is perfect little prints, double-sided cards, patterned cardstock. I'm going to put that right there. Now you can also take that same die and you can use that on photos to put on your pages. So cute, right? And then Debbie showed us right here that she used the coordinating dies for perfect little prints, or die cut pieces rather. So we've got the perfect little prints, 31 die cuts. They're just perfect to go with this collection. All right, I think we're dry enough here. So then this whole mechanism is just going to pull out and work just like that. Make sure you let it dry, okay? And then you have this going on. It's so fun and so easy to do, you guys. So we've got a great money saver on this collection. And I would really encourage you to check that out. It is on the right-hand side of our screen, the money saver. Down below, we've got all the products to use, the paper packs, everything. And if you were watching us on YouTube, just look below the description box and it'll take you directly, there's a link that'll take you directly to our Paper Wishes webisode page. You'll see everything I just mentioned. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.